Persona.
Stands and personas. It's no secret that both concepts are very similar. Both are supernatural manifestations of the self, powers not born from machine or magic items, but from the human heart itself. They fight beside their users, reflect their inner world, and often grow as the wielder grows. So today, we're breaking down what makes a stand, what makes a persona, and where these two concepts overlap, and ultimately, which one stands, no pun intended, as the stronger overall.
Now if you want to proceed, please sign your name there.
A persona, in a lot of ways, is you, your true self, or the very embodiment of who you are. Their appearance and personality, as such, is modeled after you in some way, shape, or form, whether it be their primary weapon, abilities, or attire. They don't just exist beside you, they are a reflection of your inner world. But that's not all. Personas are often named and modeled after mythological and historical figures, ones that more closely match the user. Maybe it's because these figures are closely connected with human culture, thoughts, and feelings. They represent ideas, legends, and archetypes humanity has carried for thousands of years. So when a persona takes that form, it's like your soul is wearing a mask shaped by human history itself. A persona must be awakened through various means. One way is through the threat of death. Your hopes, dreams, insecurities, fears. Only by accepting this version of yourself can one gain the power to summon a persona. It is possible to only partially awaken your persona though. Personas in this state are often less powerful than the ones who fully manifest. Another stronger emotional trigger or threat is needed for a true awakening to occur. However, just because a persona is a result of your own power does not mean they are mindless drones. Personas have thoughts and personalities of their own, often completely separate from the user. As such, a persona can actually be a threat to you if you're not careful. A persona can come with many abilities such as fire, ice, poison, healing, barriers, curses, blessings, and various magic spells. These powers are often connected to the mythology or history behind a persona's name. A trickster god might specialize in deception. A warrior spirit might wield immense physical power. A divine figure might control light or miracles. Over time, a persona can gain more skills and additions to their base abilities through battle and experience. One unique aspect of persona is that they can grow stronger when they're not in combat. In most persona games, the protagonist slowly grows their bonds with party members, and when you reach the peak bond level with them, their personas can undergo further evolution, giving them new forms and abilities often stronger than the original. Then, there are the protagonists. Sure, they have the ability to have multiple personas, and they can fuse personas together to create new, entirely stronger beings. But there's more to these protagonists than just versatility. Often, those chosen are given a mission to defeat threats far larger than themselves. From gods to living concepts, these beings are fully capable of wiping humanity off the map in seconds. With the power of the persona and the strength of their bonds, Yunarakami, Ren Amamiya, Makoto Yuki, Tetsuya Suo, and more unlock new evolutions and abilities that help them counter or temporarily defeat these deities. It is thanks to the strength of their hearts that they often resist reality-bending phenomena. A stand, on the other hand, is a manifestation of your life energy or innate fighting spirit given physical form. They come in many shapes and sizes. Some take humanoid forms, some become vehicles, some merge with objects, parts of the environment, or become something far stranger. The abilities they possess are heavily tied to the user's personality and fighting spirit. Someone with a strong will and sense of justice might receive a stand with overwhelming power, the ability to enforce that justice, maybe stopping time itself. Someone who desires control over fate might gain a stand that erases time and peers into the future. You get the idea. A user's personality and ideals often manifest directly in a stand's abilities, whether offensive, defensive, or something far more abstract. Stands are fully capable of being sentient. Some act like loyal partners, others behave like wild animals. Some think independently and make decisions without their user, and in the worst cases, might even kill them. And just like personas, stands are not always safe. They are your soul-made weapon. And if your soul is unstable, so is your power. There are various ways a stand can manifest. Some are born with one, Others force a transformation through objects like stand arrows, which contain an alien virus that usually kills a human. But those who survive unlock stand abilities. The saint's corpse is another method. The mummified remains of Jesus Christ. Anyone who absorbs these body parts can be granted a stand. There are even far more mysterious methods tied to fate, bloodlines, and strange phenomena. Unlike personas, a stand doesn't naturally level up. It doesn't grow stronger through bonds or daily life. A stand is usually fixed in what it is, but that doesn't mean they can't evolve. There are moments where a stand breaks past its limits. Jojo unlocking Time Stop, Giorno Giovanna gaining Gold Experience Requiem, Johnny Joestar mastering the Golden Spin, and Evolving Tusk. These evolutions are rare and drastic, and they often require extreme understanding, legendary objects, or alignment with universal principles. And the powers stands can reach are absurd. Some can erase time, some manipulate causality, some control calamity, some travel between parallel worlds.
No.
At their core, personas and stands are born from the same idea, your inner world becoming real. Both are deeply personal. They are not random gifts, but they are shaped by who you are. Your fears, your will, your ideals, your identity. A persona reflects your true self, often hidden behind masks. A stand reflects your fighting spirit and life energy. In both cases, your heart becomes power. Both can be dangerous. A persona can turn back into a shadow and attack its user. A stand can act independently or even kill its user. In both worlds, your power is tied directly to your mental and emotional state. If you reject yourself, your power rebels. If your will is warped, your stand becomes warped. Both exist in a world where normal rules do not apply. A personal user battles gods and concepts. A stand user battles people who erase time, rewrite causality, and defy logic. In both series, these abilities are not just superpowers in a simple sense. They operate on a level of fate, reality, and the soul. And in both, strength is tied to the human heart. Persona users grow stronger through bonds. Stand users awaken new powers through resolve, desperation, and understanding, but mostly objects. When you step back and look at these systems, personas edge out as a stronger overall concept. Stand users face terrifying opponents, time erasers, fate manipulators, reality benders, but persona users are often chosen to fight gods, living ideas and beings capable of erasing humanity in seconds. Wildcard users are not limited to one power set. They command dozens of personas. They can adapt to nearly any situation. They can fuse gods. They become stronger through human connection itself. Fire, ice, lightning, healing, barriers, nullification, debuffs, buffs, light, dark, and evolution fueled by bonds that let them resist reality warping phenomena. I would say the closest thing a stand user has ever gotten to fighting a persona type villain is Wonder Review, and even then, they barely made it.